You can go for Ian Finance, everybody. Clap it up for Ian Finance. Yes, how's everybody doing? Everybody feels good? Thank you guys for coming out to this. You guys get comfortable. I know I'm still wearing my jacket because I just bought this and it's the only thing I got invited to tonight. So that's one thing the pandemic taught me. Wear your outfits as soon as you get them. Don't wait. You never know when they're going to take this away from us. I was depressed the whole pandemic for different reasons, because at first I was like, nah, we got to stay inside and stop the spread. And after a couple weeks, I was like, when am I going to wear this pea coat? I was ready to come out. As soon as things opened up, I was out. I was the flyest nigga at the protests. I showed up to loot in a suede tuxedo. People was confused. Like, is this nigga from corporate? Why is he stealing the TV in a suede tuxedo? That's not how you steal electronics. He's gonna get hurt. They were worried. My favorite thing about the whole lockdown, I like that people had to stop traveling for a little bit. Traveling was getting too out of hand. People visiting countries they got no business visiting. We're Americans. We're the host country. People come to us, right? We're not meant to just go experimenting in foreign countries. Groupon done made every vacation affordable. Now you got people that never left the hood flying to Iceland for $175. Then they come back and get cocky with you. Now I gotta listen to a dude with face tats try to explain the northern lights to me. And they get frustrated when you don't understand. It's like, dude, there's a Virgin Mary tattooed on your face. I can't pay attention to what you're saying. It was too much, too fast. Traveling was getting out of hand, especially if you're from New York. New Yorkers, we're meant to stay here. You can't take a dude used to wearing Timberland boots at the beach and just drop him off in the middle of Iceland. No corner store bodegas, nowhere to get Lucy cigarettes. It's very dangerous. You gotta take people out the hood incrementally. Take them to Six Flags first. See how they behave at Fright Fest. Then we'll talk about traveling. Because I travel now. I go all over, but you know, I had to learn how to do it. I wasn't born with it, you know. Like I didn't know vacations were supposed to be relaxing. I didn't know that. My parents were immigrants. Immigrant parents don't go on vacation to relax. Immigrant parents use vacations like the Scared Straight program. They take you to the worst part of their home country to show you what your life could be like if you keep fucking up. So growing up is very different for immigrant kids and the white kids. Because we come back from some vacation, the teacher will quiz us. Like, Tucker, how was your summer? What did you learn? And Tucker will have a beautiful story. Like, well, me and my family went to Europe and we visited the Colosseum and we learned all about the Roman Empire. I was confused. Then she looked at me, how about you, Ian? What did you learn? And I'm 9 years old. Like, well, me and my family went to the Dominican Republic and I learned how to prepare a hookah without electricity. So I used to have to speak to a counselor when I got back from vacation. Make sure it was safe to interact with the other kids, you know? I wouldn't corrupt them. I'm 31 now, and I'm single. I'm 31, single, not married, or nothing. And from an immigrant family, it's tough, because immigrant parents, they want you to settle down, you know? Sometimes they'll try to ask me in public, thinking it's going to embarrass me, like, Ian, why can't you find a beautiful woman to settle down with? What's wrong with you? And I just reply, like, nothing's wrong with me. It's not my fault. It's because women don't settle anymore. That was back in the day. You could just find a beautiful woman that'd just marry you on discount. She didn't know what was out there. They didn't know. They thought that was it. Now they know. They're connected. They know. Every woman in here thinks they're one bikini photo away from a DM from Michael B. Jordan. They're not settling. They're not settling with your broke ass. As a woman, you're allowed to have whatever crazy expectations you used to have of dating. You can have them now. They encourage it. I had a woman tell me to my face that she wasn't even going to consider a relationship unless she could be promised a love like The Notebook. That's what she wanted. The movie with Ryan Gosling. That's what she was looking for. She wanted me to go fight in a war while she fucked another guy. She said that to me. She said that to my face. I was like, I gotta wait for you to get Alzheimer's to be with you? It seems like a lot. I remember when you just needed to be told. That was it. Right? You didn't need to have a job to make any money. They didn't care about none of that. Just told me. That was their only criteria. I remember they used to ask me in school, career day, Ian, what do you want to be when you grow up? And with all the confidence in the world, I would reply, 6'2". And the teacher would understand. She'd be like, see, Ian gets it. This kid's ambitious. This kid has a future. Now you need more. You need more. I made the mistake. I asked the girl what was her type. Guys, don't ask. You're not her type. You're not her type. You're never her type. But I asked. I said, what kind of guys are you usually into? And she was like, I usually date guys like 6'4", 6'5", and I like a lot of face tattoos. I was like, nice. I said, if it helps you feel any better, I also am unemployed. So. Not that different, me and your ex. Y'all got all the momentum when it comes to dating. Y'all don't even get upset after breakups anymore. I remember you used to break up with a girl. You had some time to figure out what you really wanted. Maybe you wanted to get back together. Maybe you wanted to move on. But you had some time to decide. Not anymore. You break up with a woman now, she starts living her best life immediately. No break. You get into an argument tonight, in the morning she's posting from Bali. Like, when the fuck did you go to Indonesia? I just wanted to watch the game. You flew to Indonesia overnight? This is ridiculous. And look, I'm not trying to make excuses for guys. I understand we're adults and we should have our shit together. I'm a 31-year-old man. I should have it together. But I need a lot of women to understand, a lot of time when it comes to relationships, men just don't got the proper guidance, you know? Like, women, y'all have guidance. When y'all going through troubles, when y'all questioning things, it's other women you can speak to, set you on the right path, you know? Who we gonna speak to? Men? You ever had a good conversation with a man about anything? Think about it. Really think about it. You ever had a good conversation where you walked off like he gets it, he understands? Men don't give good advice. It's not because we're stupid, we're just selfish. We can't take ourselves out the equation. Like, you can come talk to me for advice, I'll give you relationship advice, but I'm a single guy. Single guys just want all of their boys to be single with them so we can run the town together. So you come to me, I might ruin your life. I'm being honest with you. Nigga, you don't need to be with her. You just got the new iPhone. You about to get all the bitches. You leave her alone. You don't need to talk to the mother of your kids. Don't figure it out. And speaking of married men is worse, because married men make me think marriage is like prison, because married men think that dating still works the exact same way it did the day they got married. Like, nothing on the outside has updated. Married men think how men who just got out of prison dress. It was Sean John going in, Sean John coming out. Style not updated for nobody. You ever tried to talk to a guy who's been married a long time about women? It gets weird. Some of the shit they suggest is borderline illegal. You're like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I tried to talk to my grandfather about it. He was married 62 years, so I'm thinking this guy knows relationships, so let me throw some stuff at him, see if he gets it. So I went up to him like, Grandpa, I got this girl, you know, I really like her. I'm really into her, but, you know, I don't think she's feeling me the same way. I don't think she's into me like that. He's like, oh, that's easy. Why don't you just find out where she works, show up at her job, follow her home every day till she talks to you. I said, I beg your pardon? What do you want me to do? Show up at her job and follow her home. Is that how you met Grandma? That's how you... It's a very awkward conversation when you find out your grandfather might have been a sexual predator. You're like, you too, Grandpa? I didn't know. Find out where she works, follow her home every day until she talks to you. I said, no thank you, Grandpa. It's not how we do it anymore. You're not gonna have me looking crazy. I'm gonna send her pictures of my penis till she replies. Like somebody with class. I ain't showing up at your job like a pervert. Thank you guys. And I got no kids. A lot of young people here tonight. I got no kids. 31 minority, no kids because I'm very smart. I protect myself. Every time I have sex with a woman, I always make sure I wear a headband so she never wants to procreate with me. No woman wants that in their bloodline. They're not keeping that child. I'll tell you that. But that's the thing, when you turn 30, people just start suggesting kids to you. They'll just come up to you and tell you to have kids, which is very offensive. Nobody suggests kids to you if your life is going well, you know? You're never gonna tell a heart surgeon, hey, you should have some kids, because you know, he's busy. It's always when you're broke and unemployed during the holidays that your family bring it up. You know what you need? You need more responsibility. You should have a kid. Like, really? You think I'll fix this? I don't know. It's like pulling somebody out of a fiery car crash and being like, you know what you need? You need more responsibility. You should drive a bus. Put more lives at risk. That'll help. Before I get out of here, I want everybody to know, don't worry about me. I'm in therapy. Yes. You don't gotta clap. I'm 30 in New York. It's mandatory, or you can't do. They don't let you do indoor dining if you don't have a therapist. You gotta go to therapy. Two things you gotta do. You turn 30 in New York. You gotta buy an air fryer and then go to therapy. In that exact same order. I showed up to therapy. My therapist was like, "Where's your air fryer?" I was like, "I don't got an air fryer." It's like, you buy an air fryer and then we'll work on your childhood. So. And guys, listen, you turn 30, you gotta go. It's mandatory. It doesn't matter about your upbringing. It don't matter. I was like, no, but my parents loved me. And they're like, no, they didn't. I don't love you. Go to therapy, you'll see. Got me a Jewish therapist. If you're looking for therapy, go Jewish. They're very reliable. They know what they're doing. I had a Dominican therapist. Had to get rid of him. Found out he was a party promoter on the side. I ran into him at the club. I was like, is this why your office smells like hookah? I'm not paying your copay. If I can see you at the club. I should have known because his therapy sessions always used to interlap with his side hustle. He used to be like, Ian, you need to work on how you express yourself with others. This Friday night at Penthouse on my guest list. I mean, Lara, you guys have been fun. Thank you.